yesterday we learned about the variables, like variable. Then we see the what are the types of variables available in TypeScript. Then we go through it one by one type. Like there are three types of variable. First one is the where, lay, second late, and const. Then we see the difference between all the three types of variables, like when we use to where, when we use to late, when we use to const. Then we'll go with the we'll see the example of this particular each type as well, each variable type. Then we see about the different types of data types. Like there are two types of data type: primitive data type and non-primitive data type. So in primitive data type, we see all the data types and which their examples, like number, string, boolean, null, undefined, any. All these data types we have seen in the last session, and learn about it, like how we can utilize the variables. Then apart from that, like we seen uh, some interview questions, like what interviewer can ask, like the difference between what is the difference between annotation and type interface. We see the difference in their example as well. So all these things we have seen yesterday and learn about it. So today we'll start about the operators. So operators is nothing but the different types of operators are available into our mathematics or programming language. Like we can say the arithmetic operator, assignment operators. So how we can use it into our daily life, or how we can utilize it into the programming language. So we'll see this part. So there are six types of operators are available into the programming language. First one is the arithmetic, second assignment, then increment decrement operator. Then we'll see about the relational operator, then logical operators, and ternary operators. So we'll go with the one by one and see all the examples of these operators. So we'll do this in the programming. Like there is one ready file in the, so we can create new file as well. Suppose we can see create. I have created one folder. Day 3, created a folder as a day 3. Then we will create a new file from here. Operators operators.ts. Okay. So we'll take a we'll see first the arithmetic operators. Now we can go through with the arithmetic operators. Like okay, so we'll start with the declaring the variable. Let me declare first variable as a let a is a number. As a number data type, I have taken value given as a 10. So we see in last session, like in TypeScript, semicolon is not mandatory. If we give the semicolon, it's still okay. If not given, still it's okay. But one more thing we still today, if you want to, suppose now I have given as a let a equal to 10, a equal to as a number pair data type, and given the value as a 10. Then if I want to declare another variable, then I will again write as a let b data type and their return type. But if I don't want to repeat the same steps key again and again, I don't want to return the late number late thing key. What is the type of that variable? So I can directly initialize it on the same line, like let b number equal to 20. Now we'll see the arithmetic operators. Like you can see how Visual Studio is the so the intelligence automatically is given the comment. Like now we'll see the first guns. Now
Swapnil, can you reshare the screen? The screen is not visible.
it's not visible for all.
Yes.
Okay, just I'm stop sharing. Okay, so entire screen. Is it now? Are you able to see my screen now?
Yes, I am able to see.
No.
Focus for and
Yeah,
but then the canvas then he'll explode.
you need to
There is
maximize the
information
code
about
screen,
product
like
definition.
VS screen.
Okay. Is it fine?
Right. First one set is
Yes.
Just-
highlight
Now
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Fine,
Obviously,
fine,
we
fine.
want to maintain user synchronization and so on.
Okay. So this is so just I have written one other comment as a sort of arithmetic operator. So we can see what are the arithmetic operator: plus, minus, star, slash, mod, and then double slash. So we'll go one by one. Like first of all, we'll see the plus one. So one plus one, everyone knows that how plus operator will work is use the normal addition. Then we'll see the subtraction, multiplication, division modules, and uh, exponentials means square one. Okay. So suppose these are all the arithmetic operators. What are the arithmetic operator? Plus, minus, into means plus, subtraction, multiplication, division, modules, and exponentials. So what is the difference between division and modules? So division is like, suppose a divided by b means 10 divided by 20. So what is the quotient will come, that it will give as a answer ki jo bhi aapka print hoga answer, so it will give as a quotient value. And what will give us when we use the modules, it will return you as a reminder. Suppose what is the value of the reminder, that it will be written here. Okay. So just let me run this program. So I am just editing the path. It's my day3 slash operators.ts. What is the first addition? Addition 10 plus 20 is given as a 30. Then subtraction. Now as well now a minus. Okay. So here is the addition comes as a 30. Like you can see the comment as a subtraction 20 a minus b minus 10 minus 20. What is the answer is minus 10. Then a into b like 200. Then a divided by b means 10 divided by 20. Then it's given as a quotient value 0.5. Then it is given as a module. Okay, modules. Oh, it's changed. Just a minute. Module will be first. So you can see modules is 0. Quotient is come as a 0 value. Then we can see the expansions like a square. A square means 10 square. What is 10 square? When we use the double into double star, then it gives as a square of that value. So if I have given as a star, a double star 2 means a square. A value is 10, then it is given as a hundreds. It's a square. So these are the all arithmetic operators. Okay. Then we'll see the next part. After that arithmetic operator, we have the assignment operator. Like you can see, it's automatically gives the assignment operator. We'll comment this through. So what are the assignment operators? Assignment operators are plus equal to minus equal to. Let me showcase you the example. Suppose this is another example. Let a equal to 10 and b equal to 5. Okay. So assignment operators are, these are the all assignment operators. We'll copy there. So it will be easy for us. Okay. Now we'll see one by one. Console.log. A plus equal to B. So what is this? A plus equal to B means A equal to A plus B. So what is this? Assignment means we are assigning some values to the any variable. So what is the A plus B values we are assigning it to the A, because A plus equal to B इसका मतलब होता है कि we are assigning the value of a plus b का value we are assigning to the a. Same thing if we go to the this another assignment operator minus equal to, then we can use the console log a minus equal to b means a equal to a minus b. Then same thing for the means we are not able here repeating the steps. We are not writing the repeating the steps, just assigning the value. Assignment operator means assigning the value. So here the major role of that is equal to operator. So equal to operator is used for the assignment. So whatever the and this plus one is means a plus b equal to a. Same for the minus one. Now suppose if I return it here as a console log. Suppose if I want to assign value b plus equal to x. So this is also valid one. It means when it happens, if I want to assign any value to b, which is the amount of equal to amount of a b plus a, addition of a b plus a. That time we are using the assignment operator. So now you think about you may think about the why we are using this type of arithmetic operator, assignment operators in the programming language. But yes, it's are using in your day-to-day life when you use on the programming language or any programming level or any automation project. That time you may use it because sometimes on your project you need to do some calculations. Suppose you have a banking project, that time you need to do some calculations like debited amount, credited amount, you want to plus it, minus it, addition it, subtraction it, you wanted to do some subtraction, multiplication. That time you need all these the arithmetic operators. And if a same value you need to assign to the some balance value, some remaining value, that time you go to the assignment operator use. So you don't want to write the repeated code. So that time you will gonna use the assignment operator. Just let me run this program again. To get previous output. So you can see here addition. What is the value of a? A's value is 10, B's value is 5. So a plus b equal to 15. So you can see now A's value is 15, correct? Then a minus b. What is the value of a? A's value is current value is 15, correct? 15 minus 5, 10. 15 minus 5, output is come as 10. So A's value is now again 10, correct? So A's value what is 10? A equal to 15, A equal to 10. So now A into means 10 into B's value 5, 10 into 5, 50. Here you can see 50. Same like for all the operators, it gives as the output. Here you can see. Okay, so these are all the assignment operators. So till now we learn about the arithmetic operator, then we see about the assignment operator. So arithmetic operator are all used for our basic mathematical calculations like addition, subtraction and all. For the assignment operator to assign the value of particular value, and using the assignment operators we can reduce the steps for the basic arithmetic operations. So जो भी arithmetic का basic operators है, for that we can use the assignment operators to reduce the steps. Okay. Then we'll see the next type. Now I'm just commenting the code again to see the next type. Increment operators we'll see later. First of all, we'll see the relational operators. Okay. Some relational operators, some people called as a relational operator, some will call as a comparison, because here we are doing the comparison between two elements or two variables, two values we can say. Just a thing, I'm putting these values on here, commenting here. So comparison operators, some few people will tell it as a relational operator as well, because we are seeing as what is the relation between two variables, what is the comparison between two variables. So what are the operators are there? Less than, equal, greater than, less than, equal to, greater than, equal to, not equal to, and this is a strictly equal to. So we'll see all these operators. Okay. So one thing remember, comparison and related relational operators will return you as a Boolean value. So जैसे अभी if you see in this above the example, it's written as a particular value. What if the value comes from the integer value? What is the calculation? Accordingly, it gives the integer value. But when we use the comparison and relational operator, that time it will return you as a Boolean value. It returns Boolean value means true or false, true, false. Okay, like we see the comparison between two variables. So this is one. First one is the greater than or smaller than. So now we say the less than the value one. So console.log, here we use the less than operator. So a less than b. What is the a value? 10. What is the b value? Is 5. A less than b, it gives as a false because 10 is less than 10 is not less than 5. So it will return as a false value. Same, we'll see the greater than. A is greater than b, it gives as a true. Okay. Now we'll see the one by one. Console.log less than or equal to. So what is the symbol of less than equal to? We are seeing this one, less than or equal to. So less than equal to, when we see as a this is the symbol of that less than and equal to operator. But what is the output it will? 10 less than equal to 5. When we use as a less than equal to, suppose if we have a value of b value is also 10, that time we can use as a less than equal to. So it will return that time as a true. Because ये less than भी नहीं है, less than नहीं है, but equal to है. That time it condition come as a true. Understand? Less than नहीं है, but it equal to है. So that time it gives as a true. So that time we'll use that less than equal to operator. Same for the greater than equal to. Then we see the equal to. Now we see the one. There are different types of equal to. जो इक्वल टू का होता है कि उसके अलग अलग टाइप होते हैं. When we use it as a equal to, suppose if we use the only single equal to, it means assignment operator, means it's assign the value to someone. If we see equal to operator, this means we are comparing two operators. Now if here we can see equal to a equal to b means A's values is equal to B's value. That time means when we are doing the comparison, that time we use a double equal to options. Then will come in 3 equal to comes into the picture, which take the strict equality operator. So what it will check strict equality operator? Strict equality operator will check the data type of that particular value as well. Now suppose here I give as a 10. Suppose these two. Just let me first finish the above all the operators. Then we'll see the equal to operator. Then you will get a better idea. Okay. So what is the not equal to operator? Not equal to operator means this A is not equal to B. When we use the exclamatory mark with equal to symbol, that time it will consider it as a not equal to symbol. Okay, so first we'll see all these output, then we'll go with the strict equal to output. Just let me run the program again. See, you can see all the operator. So a is not less than a is less than equal to b, it gives the false value. If we see a is greater than b, then it will give as a true value. Same equal to value. So if you see the equal to, like it here we are using the 2 equal to. यहाँ पे हमने 2 बार equal to use किया है. So 10 is not equal to 5, so that's why it gives as a false value. Then if we see the not equal to value, a is not equal to b, means a का value, a's value 10 is not equal to 5, that's why it's given as a true. Now we'll see about the strict equal to operator. Just let me comment all these things, just uncomment strict not equal to. Now you can see both the values are same, 10 equal to 10. So what should be the output? See, it gives as a true value because Now you suppose we see equal to and not equal to as well. Now you think about कि दोनों का वैल्यू सेम है, दोनों जगह पे इक्वल टू हो रहा है, ऑन बोथ थिंग्स इक्वल टू आर कंपेयरिंग, एंड इफ वी सी द आउटपुट दोनों का ट्रू आ रहा है, then what is the change in between two variable, these two equal to and triple equal to, or we can say strict equal to or strict equal to, what is the difference between these two operators? So I will show you. Suppose if we do it as a string variable, okay, I think we can write it. Can write it as any. Okay. So yesterday we learn about the any. Any means we can store any value into the that particular variable. So we use the data type as a any. So you can see here both the values are 10. Okay. So you can see the both output difference between these two variable, these two operators. Again, I am running the. See, when we use the equal to, it gives as a true value, but when we use the strict equal to, that time it return as a false, because what happen when we use the equal to, that time it just equal to values, like यहाँ पे check किया कि 10 आ गया, यहाँ पे भी 10 है, then it gives as a true. It not checks anything about the backend कि backend में उसका operate data type क्या है, it's a number or it's a string, anything. It can't, not anything it's check, it just check the values of the two variables, both the variable value is same, that's why it's written as a true. The what is the task of equal to operator? Just take the value, just compare the value of these two variables, that's why it's written as a true. And what is the task of the strict equal to? Strict equal to check the data type of that particular variable as well. मीन्स वैल्यू के साथ साथ उसका डेटा टाइप भी चेक कर रहा है. सो इसका डेटा टाइप क्या था? नंबर. इसका 10 था, बट अकॉर्डिंगली उसका बैकएंड में इसका एनी भी होगा तो ये क्या कंसीडर कर रहा है? उसको स्ट्रिंग कंसीडर कर रहा है. दैट्स व्हाई इट्स रिटन एज अ फॉल्स. Its data type is different, its storing value is different, it's storing the number, it's storing the variable, storing the string, that's why it gives as a false value. Okay, so this is the function of strict equal to. It takes the variable data type as well, what value it stored along with that particular values. So that's why it written as a false value. Okay, so if you have any question you can ask me, just stop me in between.
इसमें बी के जगह पे एनी के जगह पे कुछ और स्ट्रिंग लेके एक बार चेक कर लीजिए, स्ट्रिंग और कुछ कंपैरिजन करा.
So if we use as a string, then it will give as an error. Okay, because let me tell you, स्ट्रिंग का और नंबर का कंपैरिजन नहीं हो सकता है, करेक्ट? स्ट्रिंग में क्या वैल्यू है, एंड बट व्हेन वी गिव एज एनी वैल्यू, दैट टाइम दिस कंपैरिजन बिफोर यूजिंग मींस कंपाइल टाइम इसको पता नहीं होता है ना कि ये क्या यूज हुआ है एनी में. एनी का वैल्यू आता है रन टाइम, जब प्रोग्राम रन होता है. व्हेन प्रोग्राम रन्स, that time it gives as a value as a string value or number value. But यहाँ पे अगर मैंने compile time में दे दिया string, so if you think about the normal common example कि हम कभी string के साथ number compare कर ही नहीं सकते ना. If we give as a 1 and 1, ये अपना normal comparison हो ही नहीं सकता ना कभी, correct? That's why it gives the compile time error. And okay. Okay, I will consider it as okay. Let's see the logical operators. Okay. Logical operators कौन से होते हैं? And, or, and not. Okay. So logical operator always used for the always use as a boolean values. It means it return the true or false value. Okay. So we'll just take as a example as, sorry, let x is equal to true and y equal to false. So it is used for the how we can use it. Okay, so just console doc out. So what is the so these are the three logical operators. So when we use the and, so if you learn about some operators or digital operators, that time you think about the when we use the and operator. So it's a logical and. So when we use the two pipes, it's a logical or, and we use the exclamatory mark, it's a logical not. So I just showcase you how it use this. So suppose console dot log and in logs if we use and x and y, what it will return? It will return false because a and का table होता है. I just showcase you the table of that and. First will I just return x, y, take x and y and then x or y, not x. So you can see this is the table. So when we use the x and y, so true to x में क्या होता है and में true it's always goes as the true value. If you use as a true false, then it will go as a false value. If you use as a false true, it will use as a false value. It will use when it we use as a false, then it will use a false value. Means y and का condition क्या होता है? Both the values should be match or both the values should be true. When the condition match, both the condition match, then only it will use as a true value or that particular value. Now true, both the conditions are matched, then it gives the true value. Now here one condition is not matched, then it gives the false value. Here also not condition match, then it gives the false condition. Now if both the conditions are false, then that's why it gives as a false value. But in case of or condition, or means होता है additional कि दोनों में से एक भी कंडीशन ट्रू हुआ, that time it gives as a true value. इसमें से true one condition is true, directly gives as a true condition. True false, then it gives as a true condition. Means when we in the future scope, when we learn about the conditional statement, that time we'll see when we use the two conditions, like first condition when it and it returns, suppose first condition return the true value, second condition gives the false value, still you want to गेट आउटपुट एज अ ट्रू वैल्यू. मीन दोनों में से एक ही आपका वैल्यू ट्रू आने वाला है, फिर भी आपको कंडीशन ट्रू करनी है. दैट टाइम यू यूज अ और ऑपरेटर. ओके, बट इफ यू वांट टू एज अ स्ट्रिक्ट ऑपरेटर कि दोनों कंडीशन ट्रू होने ही चाहिए, बोथ द कंडीशन शुड बी ट्रू, दैट टाइम यू विल गो विद द एंड ऑपरेटर. So this is the table of the and or operator, and this is the not operator. So it will give as a अगेंस्ट वैल्यू. मीन्स अब यहाँ पे अभी आई हैव यूज्ड एज अ नॉट एक्स, सो इसके अपोज वाला वैल्यू देगा कि एक्स की वैल्यू क्या है ट्रू. सो इसके आगे अगर मैंने नॉट यूज कर दिया तो उसका निगेटिव वैल्यू दे देगा कि ट्रू के अगेंस्ट फॉल्स आएगा, ट्रू के फॉल्स के अगेंस्ट ट्रू आएगा. सो व्हेन दैट टाइम वी यूज एज अ नॉट ऑपरेटर्स, देन इट विल यूज एज अ नेगेटिव रिटर्न वैल्यू. ओके, सो all this table you can see. Okay. So just we can run this. This logical operator you may most are understanding when we learn about the conditional statement. जब हम conditional statement सीखेंगे, if else वाला loop, that time you will get more clarity about this. Okay. So you can see the logical operators output. Okay. So any doubt in logical operators, or we can go ahead? Okay. So next we'll learn about the ternary operator. Okay. So what is ternary operator? Ternary operator will use when ternary operator are uses when we operate or give some condition between the operators only. So this is the syntax of the ternary operator. Suppose if you want to take example like यहाँ पे मैंने एक condition दे दिया, depending on condition, if condition is like something 10 is greater than 5, correct? What if 10 is greater than 5 means condition मेरा true होगा, that time it return the value as a true value. If condition false, then it will return as a false value. Okay. Yeah, it will return as a true and it will as a false value. Let's take an example like let age equals age number, data type is number, 20, age number is the value as a 20. Okay, so here we'll add it's in one variable, let it store into the string data type. Okay, result should be stored into the data type. Now we'll give the condition age is greater than equal to 18 years. Okay, that time if age is 18 years, then it should be written as a adult, or not. If its age is less than 18, then it should be written as a minor value. Like now we'll run this. Now age is a 20, so ideally it should return as a adult. Now it's whatever the result come from this, it store into this result string, and we are just printing here. Okay, so you can see here. You can see, so I haven't commented this code, that's why it's given this output as well, but you can see it's given as the adult. But now if I have given the age is 10, then condition will false. So now what will be the output? It should come as a minor. Okay, see, it gives as a minor. Now we can see is a greater than equal to condition as well. So if age is 18 means 18 is greater than equal to 18. Greater to nahi, but equal to a, that's why it gives as a, it should be given the value as a 18 only. See, it's written as an adult. So from the condition, from any condition, we want to get any result, that time we are going to use the ternary operators. Okay. So far, what we learn about the arithmetic operators, then we learn about the assignment operator, we learn about the relational and comparison operator. Then we'll learn about the logical operators, then we learn about the ternary operators. Now we learn about the increment and decrement operators. So might be you know about the increment and decrement operator, how they use into the maths, but still I am just giving an example. Increment and decrement operators. So what are the operators there? You can plus plus and minus minus. So when we use plus plus, it's increment the value by 1. Increment the value by 1. Same, when I goes the minus minus, then it will decrement the value by 1. Okay, so there are two types of increment and decrement operator as well. There one is a prefix and postfix. So prefix increment, prefix decrement, postfix increment, postfix decrement. So what is the syntax of that? Suppose if I go with the prefix increment, decrement, then what is the symbol of this? Plus plus. Prefix means पहले increment use करना है, पहले decrement use करना है. Plus plus है, minus minus है. From the example, I will showcase you how it works. Just I'm writing the comment here. Like postfix increment मतलब क्या आता है कि बाद में प्लस प्लस हुआ, बाद में माइनस माइनस हुआ. ओके, नाउ फर्स्ट लेट्स विल सी अबाउट द पोस्टफिक्स ऑपरेटर्स. ओके, सो let x number equal to 10. Now we'll see about the postfix x plus console dot postfix x less. So what should be the output of this? It should become as a 11. Like what is the increment? Increment is either increment the value by 1. So when I use the plus plus operator, it increment the value by 1. Like you can see, yes, you can see postfix increment is 11. Same for the minus as well. Like if I see the x minus minus console dot log postfix decrement. Now it will give value 10 because what happened? Thus the 10 values thing. Then I use as the increment operator plus plus, so it comes as a 11. Okay, 11. Then what happened here? It 11 minus minus 11 minus minus, so it gives as out as a 10. Here you can see 10. Okay, but what happens when we want to store this incremental value in any another variable? Like suppose I have taken another late result, data type is as a number, okay, equal to x plus plus. Now
I think your system got
sorry,
stuck.
sorry, क्या बता रहे थे कोई? स्क्रीन विजिबल है ना सबको?
हाँ, अभी विजिबल है.
Okay. So when we use the x plus plus and storing into the any another variable, that time क्या होता है? Suppose x console dot log value assign with the postfix increment and वहाँ पे मैंने result print कर दिया. Now you can see, just मैं comment कर देता हूँ बाकी code, so it will be easy for you to understand. Okay. See, now you see, you can see the value is not incremented. Value is same. Why it's happened? यहाँ पे तो मैंने प्लस प्लस यूज किया, बट वाई इट्स नॉट इंक्रीमेंटेड द वैल्यू बाय 1 कि 10 का वैल्यू 10 ही रहा. सो पोस्ट फिक्स का मतलब होता है कि पोस्ट बाद में हुआ वैल्यू, व्हेन इट्स कम टू द दिस लाइन, तो इसमें रिजल्ट में ये वैल्यू पहले स्टोर हो गया, एक्स का वैल्यू स्टोर हो गया, एक्स हैज एक्स वैल्यू स्टोर इनटू द रिजल्ट. देन पोस्ट फिक्स पोस्ट इंक्रीमेंटल हुआ कि पहले स्टोर हुआ, then it incremented the value. At the same time, if you see here, after the incrementation value, you can see console log value of x. You can see first value is stored into that particular result variable, any variable if you use it. So first it store the value, then plus plus value is operated, then it's incremented by 1. So you can see here it has a 11. So this is the meaning of postfix. Postfix का मीनिंग होता है पहले वो वैल्यू स्टोर कर देगा किसी वेरिएबल में, then it's increments its values. It can be same for the postfix decrements. Okay, so just commenting this code, we can see postfix increment. Postfix increment. Here we'll go with the postfix decrement. So what is the use for what we are using for decrement? Minus minus. Okay. Decrement. So what will happen here? X का value क्या है? 10. So पहले 10 value will be stored into the result. Then it will be minus 1 value from that x. So you can see from here from example. from the output. Yes, see, it store the value 10 first into that result variable or result variable, then decrement that value by 1. So now we'll see the example of prefix. Okay, so prefix क्या होता है? Prefix increment and prefix decrement. So let's see the prefix increment. Okay, so prefix का use होता है value के पहले, correct? So what will be the value here, or how it will be the output? कि पहले value store कर देगा. You can see here it's पहले उसने result में मतलब calculation करके result store किया. Postfix में क्या होता था? पहले value store कर रहता. What happened in postfix? It store value first into that result particular variable, then increment its value. But what happened in prefix? It's do the calculation first, increment the value with 1, and then store into that particular variable. So this is the difference between postfix and prefix. In postfix, it first store the value, then increment the value by 1. In prefix, it do the calculation, increment or decrement the value by 1, and then store into the variable. So it will same for the prefix decrement as well. So sorry. Prefix decrement, you can see output here. See, it first decrement the value, then store into that particular variable. 10 minus 1, it store the value as a 9 into the result. This result we are printed here, and then we can see it's first store and then do the first do the calculation, then store the value. So this is the difference between postfix increment and prefix increment. Okay, so this type we have learned about all the operators, arithmetic operators. Here we are doing all the arithmetic operations, plus, minus, multiplication, and all. Then assignment operator is used for the assigning the value. So here you can see assignment operators. These are all the assignment operators. Okay, we can see these are all the assignment operators to store the value. Then after that we seen about the increment and decrement operators. In increment and decrement there are two types of operator: prefix and postfix operators. Prefix and postfix. Okay. Then we learn about the relational and comparison operator. So it returns the Boolean values. Okay, what will return the Boolean values? It do the comparison between two values, and accordingly it gives as a Boolean value, like A is greater than B, B is smaller less than A, and after the comparison it will return as a Boolean value. Then we'll see about the logical operator. So logical operator check the condition of that particular take the condition, and accordingly it returns the value. If both the condition true, then it will give the true value. If any one condition return is a false, then for AND logical operator it will give as a false value. Same for the OR operators. For OR operator is different. If any value is true, if any value is correct, then it will give as a true value. But if both the values are false, that time it will. The only way when both the values are false, then only it will give as a false value. But we'll see this logical operator in details when we'll go into the conditional operators, conditional statement like if-else statement. That time we more goes into the deeper कि आपको उस time पे ज़्यादा understanding होगा logical operators का. Apart from that, we learn about the ternary operators. Ternary operators, in ternary operators, we can give the condition. Like if condition matches, then what return types, what the value should be written. Like condition match, then it will return the true value. If condition not match, then it will give the false value. Accordingly, we see 10 is greater than 5. That's why it gives the that type of it gives the true value. Or else it will give the false value. So apart from that, we'll see the increment decrement also we have completed. So today we have covered the operators part. Now we'll see the conditional statement. Now we still have a 10 to 15 minutes. So we can see the first part of conditional statement as a. So what is conditional statement? Conditional statement is a decision making statement. Key टाइपस्क्रिप्ट में अगर हमें कोई डिसीजन लेना है कि हम व्हेन वी डू द प्रोग्रामिंग एंड वी वांटेड टू डू द सम डिसीजन, सो डिसीजन दैट टाइम वी यूज एज अ कंडीशनल स्टेटमेंट. लाइक समटाइम्स यू सी अबाउट कि आपको डिसीजन लेना पड़ता होगा कि कोडिंग में अगर सपोज इफ यू हैव टेकन एज अ एग्जांपल ऑफ अ बैंकिंग प्रोजेक्ट. ओके, बैंकिंग प्रोजेक्ट. Okay, banking project में if you want to take a decision like if customer is if customer is minor, then what is the flow should be run accordingly. कि minor होगा तो nominee should be added. That type of flow should be executed of the coding. If not, else अगर नहीं है customer is not minor, then what flow should be executed? Then nominee is not mandatory. That type of decision when we want to take in programming language, then we need to use a conditional statement. So there are four types of conditional statement. Four types. What are the types of conditional statement? First one, if statement. Second one is if else statement. If statement. Second one is a if else statement. Third one is a nested if else statement. Fourth one is the switch statement. Switch statement. So these are for the types of conditional statement. So we'll see the one by one with example. तो यहाँ से आपका अगर आप देखोगे from now you can see variables part. Your proper programming is started. कि programming कैसे होता है, typescript क्या है, language, programming language में basics क्या होता है. That things we have started. So now we are going to the some deeper flow of the programming languages. Now we have started as a conditional language, conditional statement. So okay. So with first yes.
Sorry for interrupting you, but
Yeah.
मतलब हम इसे कैसे ऑटोमेशन में इसे कैसे यूज कर सकते हैं?
Yeah,
मतलब कहाँ यूज हो सकता है मेन?
Okay. So I have given as an example कि suppose आपका बैंकिंग प्रोजेक्ट है या एनी प्रोग्राम, आपका चेक करने की कंडीशंस क्या होती है कि sometimes you need to take a condition from the flow कि एक स्क्रिप्ट बना लिया आपने, सपोज लॉगिन स्क्रिप्ट यूज किया है. दिस इज अ लॉगिन स्क्रिप्ट आपका ऑटोमेशन ऑटोमेट login flow. Okay, and you have different types of login like admin login, employee login, HR login. But for all these login flow, you have a same screen. Login का screen तो एक ही screen, single screen.
Okay. If email and password is
Yes,
correct, then
Yes.
Then proceed. If not, then you
Yes.
need to switch to the other.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
If email is the admin email, then it should go into the admin login flow. If email is the employee login email, if email is the employee, then it should go into the employee login flow. That time we can use as a conditional flow.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks for asking question. I really like कि आपने real time में सोचा and you asked the question. Thank you. Yeah. So now we'll see the conditional statement one program, like how it works. There is my Visual Studio. So we'll create a new file as a conditional. Yes. Okay. Just a minute. Okay. Let's take an example. Let a number equal to 10, and we can make as a number b is equal to 20. Now we'll see the if conditional if else if part. First we'll see the if statement. Okay. how we can see if statement. If how we can write as a syntax is if parenthesis, in here we can give the condition if A is less than B, then bracket close. Always remember whatever the condition will return, it should be comes into the parenthesis. If के बाद parenthesis आएगा, parenthesis में you need to give the condition. Whatever the condition we return in the conditional statement, always remember it should comes into the parenthesis. And whatever the blocks you need to we want to execute means इसके बाद जो condition आपको execute करना है, it should be comes under that particular curly braces. कि curly braces के अंदर ही उसका condition जो उसका next वाला flow होगा उसके अंदर आना चाहिए. So this is the syntax of if statement or any conditional statement. So syntax we can see I have given into the PPT as well. So this is the syntax. If condition matches, so we can see if. So if condition is true, then it will execute that code from the if statement. If condition is not true, then it will not return the. Suppose now you can see now I have given a console log A is I have not need to give this complex one. We use with the condition is true and conditions is true. A is less than B. Okay. Now you can see A is in actual A is not less than B. So this condition will not match. So it will not execute this part. We can see from here. Now we need to run the conditional conditional. Sorry, what happened? I have 7. What happened? I have written. Yes, I think yeah, we have a different value key. Just you can see it's a condition true because A is less than 20, correct? So that's why it goes into the condition statement. Like A iska output kya aaya? True aaya. A is less than B means 10 is less than 20. That's why it goes into the condition and in between this condition. So always remember condition should be written under the if block. If statement है, if के अंदर एक condition है, if statement, if के बाद condition, condition के बाद ये आया block. Block always should be start from the curly braces, end with the curly braces, and whatever the condition should want to execute in that particular statement, then it should comes into the if block. कि आपको इसके अंदर जो भी execute करना है, it should comes into the that particular if block. So condition match हुआ, then only it print that value. Now we'll change the value. A's value is 30. Now condition will not match. Now just delete the previous output. See, it just print the if statement which is above the if block. Because this, why this is not print? Because condition is fail. इसका रिजल्ट क्या आया होगा? false. Correct. False आने की वजह से यहाँ पे इसने कुछ प्रिंट ही नहीं किया. Understand? Now we'll see the example of if else. If next statement as the if else. What happens if you want to give the two conditions? If first condition is not matched, then it should go into the second condition. If first condition is not matched, then what should be happen? अभी यहाँ पे क्या हुआ? First condition is not matched, then it directly gives as a blank output. कि आगे जाके कुछ हुआ ही नहीं. But when you want to give the another condition, another statement or anything, अगर condition match नहीं हुआ तो क्या होना चाहिए? That time we can give as a else statement. Else. If it's not matched, if this condition is not matched, if this condition is not true, then this else part should be executed. Correct? So you can see now I have given the else part. You can see condition is false, A is not less than B. So this output is printed here because here condition is not matched, A is not less than B. It's written as a false value. अगर true आ जाता तो it directly print this. यहाँ पे false आया, so it goes into the else block and else block में से उसने ये print किया. condition has failed. That's why it comes into the else block and return this executed this particular statement. अगर condition match हो जाता है, suppose if yes, go ahead. Any question?
Actually, I have one question.
Yes.
That in BS Code, this auto suggestion for you is coming. So for that, how we can enable in our BS Code? I'm not getting this suggestion like console only you written and everything is automatically written. So how we can enable that one?
In console, or you are saying about this condition?
No, in editor, whenever you are writing something, no auto suggestion is coming.
Auto suggestions are always comes without enabling anything. In your
Okay.
system, it's not coming.
Okay. Okay. I will check. If it will not come, then tomorrow we can check.
Yeah, sure. It automatically comes. But see, if it's not happening, then we can check tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. Fine.
Okay. Okay. So now we can see we just change the value a is less than b. So it should come to the statement and it should not print the else part. Okay. Yes. It's just print the first part because condition matches. It just print this one and leave the remaining code. So if else का वही स्टेटमेंट है कि आपको जब कंडीशनल लेना है या कोई डिसीजन लेना है, when we want to take a decision in your flow, that time you will gonna use the if else block or statement. We can say as a conditional statement. We can take one more example for this one. Ki suppose if sorry. Everything, right? So this type of people, now we are taking very simple example, but when we learn about the automation, when we goes into the deeper into our automation part, when we do the actual automation of any live application, that time you will use into the deeper part कि आपको if अगर आपका condition match हो गया तो condition match होने के बाद आपको you need to write over 5 to 10 lines of code. If it's not matches, then you need to write 2-3 lines of code. That type of example we also see. But when we goes into the automation part, अभी हम सिर्फ TypeScript के basic सीख रहे हैं, जो we need to learn this basic because we are going to edit the automation. जब हम automation start करेंगे, when we go into the playwright part, that time you need to use these examples, use these syntaxes. That's why we are learning here. अगर वही से स्टार्ट करते तो आपको ये मतलब मे बी डिफिकल्टीज आ जाता कि ये क्या हो रहा है. So that's why we are taking this simple example as of now. So once you are familiar with all the basic TypeScript concept, then we'll go into the deeper part. So now you can see student age is 20. So student age is not less than 80. That's why it's used as a student age is an adult. If we return it as if we use the as a minor student, its age is at 10, then it will execute. It returns the true value, like it check the condition will match, then it will execute this first one. So this is the if else statement, or we can say the conditional statement. So today we learn about the operators. All the operators we learn, we take an example about it, all the operators. Apart from that, the conditional statement. In conditional statement, we learn about the if statement. Then we learn about the if else statement. Remaining statement, like 2 statement remaining, we have nested if else and switch statement. So these statements we'll learn tomorrow. So I will, if you want, I will provide these files with you as well, operators file and conditional files. So here we have more details. I can share with you if you have. Just let me know if you want. So while doing the practice at your end, you have some examples. Okay.
Yes, please share us.
Yeah. Okay, I will share it. So yeah, any question so far? And thanks. I think Gopi has asked the question, is it what is type TS or anything? So if I have not given any answer, because while I am sharing the screen, the chat box is not able to see. I am not able to see the chat box. So अगर आप मुझे बीच में रोक के भी क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हो, या आफ्टर द सेशन you can ask me any question. If you have any question, you can ask, or else we can stop the today's session. Nothing. Okay, then we are good. Thank you, team.